Well, Lati, first off, congratulations. You're in that trip to nationals. How exciting is that for you?
Super exciting. I didn't think I was going to make it, honestly. So,
Have you thought about what you'd like to accomplish at nationals?
honestly, like getting here was like my biggest accomplishment. And it's what I wanted to accomplish. So now I'm just having fun with it, and whatever happens, happens.
Does it really help your mentality going in, the fact that the last couple of weeks have been your best weeks of racing so far this outdoor season, that you're at that point? It wasn't something that accomplished weeks and weeks ago, but it's something that's really fresh.
Yeah. The fact that I'm kind of peaking now, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'll have a great national meet, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
You know, and Hannah was able to qualify there right alongside you in that last meet. How much will that help you out? Just the fact that you have another gal that you've worked with all year there with you, experiencing it.
It makes me super happy. I'm excited. Like I've said before, like me and Hannah, we've been pushing each other all year, so to have her with me is going to mean a lot, and it's going to be great for us.
Well, Hannah, first off, congratulations. Qualified for nationals. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot that I can represent my team out there and just get to nationals and run for them.
Have you thought about goals for nationals?
Definitely PR. That's a goal going into every single meet. Just try to PR as much as I can and go from there. Whatever happens, happens.
What have you felt about just your own growth throughout the year? You know, from your expectations of the season, maybe when you first, started out workouts back in the fall to,
Right.
Reaching the national meet in that last race.
Right. No, I mean, it's always something I've known I can do, and I've worked hard this entire year to make that goal happen. So it's been pretty exciting.
And just that you're going to get to go with Lati, a gal that you've worked out with and run alongside pretty much all season long. Does that,
Right.
does that feel like that'll give you a little more boost too going in?
Oh, definitely. It's been really nice just having her this whole week, and she's a great role model, and we work out well together, so that's going to be fun.
First off, Jordan, for you going to nationals, how exciting is that? What does that mean for you?
It's very exciting. It's my second national qualifier, so looking to take home some hardware this year.
And what have you liked the most about the way your group has competed as the spring has progressed?
No, we always haven't had the same group of 4 people on the 4x1, but whoever's out there, we always compete our hardest and we always come out close to the top.
You've also been a part of a football program that's competed in the postseason and had some success. Do you feel like that'll help you as you kind of get into the national competition in this sport as well?
Most definitely. That experience has helped me calm the nerves as I've grown.
Colin, first off, making it to nationals, what does that mean for you?
Oh, it means a lot, really, because I haven't lost most of my years to injury and stuff, so I don't get to go to nationals that often, and actually it's only my second year, so I'm actually pretty excited once I come away with some hardware.
Obviously, coming away with hardware is the goal, but have you guys talked about times? What do you feel like it's going to take from you guys to earn that hardware and maybe finish on the podium?
Well, we're outside looking in. All the times, though, they're all really close. Probably 2/10 separates maybe 6-7 spots. So I think if we just get the baton around and clean handoffs, I think we could be able to make finals. Plus, we're actually running against people this year, and all year we've only ran against maybe one good other team. So I think the competition will really push us.
What have you liked most about the way you guys as a unit have kind of gotten more familiar with each other and grown throughout the spring season?
Oh, well, it don't take a lot, like a lot of work because we're familiar with each other. We'll practice handoffs, just do a couple, don't see any really problems with that. We've all been together, know each other for all 4 years, and we've all been there before, so we know the environment, so it'd be pretty great.
And the fact that it is your first trip, but going with some of these guys like Taysean, who's been indoor, outdoor for a couple of years, you've been talking to them a lot about just as far as expectations and what goes on and how to manage the time and energy throughout the process.
Oh yeah. We know the expectations are high because last year we came up a little short, but we know what we need to fix, and having veteran like that who's really good on the team, it just makes you want to run great and get a trophy too.
You guys have one of the top 4x4s in the nation. What's the mentality you feel like you guys need to take into this national meet?
We definitely know we can finish at the top, and we want to get top 4 probably because we never done it before. We know we have the manpower to do so.
And what have you liked about the way you guys have kind of progressed throughout this season as you've been getting up to this point?
We just like how everyone's starting to peak, just run their fastest times. I ran my fastest time at conference. Luke and Tay ran their fastest times at Drake. and we just think we're going to pop a big one probably in prelims or finals.
Just your familiarity with the process, not just each other, but that process together. Does that help you guys moving forward since you guys have been at this point before?
Oh, definitely, because we know that just how the season goes and when big meets come and what we need to do at those meets.
Well, going back to nationals, first off, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it's awesome. You know, like this is my last year as a Hornet, so I mean, anytime going to nationals is amazing. But we got a good group going, and I'm happy to be with these guys. So.
You know, the fact that injuries have kind of stalled out the career, does that mean a little more appreciating what you're still able to accomplish and where you're still able to go with the last couple of years having gone how they have?
Yeah, I mean, you know, injuries have gotten me every year, but I've always told myself every year that I've been injured, I've also got an All-American in the same year. So it sucks because I wish I was healthy, but you know, like Blocker says, even at like my worst, like I can still, you know, do great things and run fast times. So.
The fact that you're going with a group that's very familiar with this process and how the competition goes, is you feel like that takes a little bit off the pressure of everybody, the fact you guys have done this together before?
Right. Yeah, my team, like, I mean, we know this environment. We've been here before. They know me by now. They know, like, with my injuries, like, I'm always giving my all, no matter if I'm injured or not. Like, I'm going to work to do what I can to make sure we're in the best position. So going to nationals with this group is a lot. I mean, we set the score record this year. We've, defied some odds going into the season, and so a lot of people, they see us and they don't know what to expect, and so we always bring it every time.
Headed back to nationals, first off, for you, what does it mean to be going back to nationals?
Oh, especially, anytime you can get into a national meet, it's exciting. We kind of expect it now. We've been there a couple of times, but every time you can get in, it's special, so we're looking forward to doing well.
You know, the fact that you're getting to go in an individual race as well as part of the relay, that changed your approach and mentality, knowing that you kind of have to save yourself in a different manner for another race?
I mean, it's changed my mentality a little bit. I don't know if I would say I'd have to save myself. I just have to be a little more conservative and have a little more preparation going into my races. Try to treat the prelim as something that we can still make the final, but still not have to go 100%. And then, but definitely just from the mental standpoint of it too, you just got to know you got to run an extra 2 races possibly, or even maybe an extra 3 races or whatever. So just going into it from the mental standpoint, also just going in with a good state of mind and being ready to run.
Is that something maybe you've talked over with Taysean a little bit? Just asking how you balance, preparing yourself in different ways.
Yeah, definitely. Taysean and Duke actually, they've both been there in the 400 and the 4x4 before. They've doubled. They've done it before. This being my first time doing the double, I don't really know what to expect, but I'm going to be rooming with Duke. I'll be warming up with Tay, so we'll all be there together, and they'll be able to get me through some of it.
Well, Taysean, this is another national meet. Obviously, you want to do your best, but what do you feel like it's going to take from you to do your best?
Everything, plus more, because I'm not placed to where I want to be in some of my events, so, I'm really have to, for the last week, I've been preparing for this, basically drinking water, eating right, sleeping right, and that's just a plus more. You got to do above and beyond stuff to be able to place and do what you want at the national meet.
Not being seated where you're at, has that been a big motivator for you?
Oh yeah, of course. I was second in the 4 and now I'm 13th coming in. And in the 2 I was 8th and now I'm 21st. That's really gonna push me to come out and just basically come for blood. So.
The fact that you've been with this same group of several times in championship environments, does that help you guys kind of gauge each other and know better what to expect and how to prepare collectively?
Yeah, of course. We all know each other. We know how each other run. So, and we hold each other accountable. So going through them meets and, being at nationals, how many times we have, it's just kind of humbling. You don't really have to worry about anything because you know how your teammates are going to prove or come out and, do so. I'm not really too worried about it.